Ecco, è uscita a cavolo lento. Roberta, cola Pietro.
Once upon a time in the primordial broth, there was a bacterium wandering alone.
It's pretty dire in here. Toxic water, sulfur fumes. It's not really nice to wander alone. I could use some company.
Hey there. Sorry, I was just passing by and I heard that you're looking for some company. I also think it's pretty lame here. Wanna team up?
Hey, sure, that's a great idea. I'm pretty good at producing energy. I could maybe produce it for both of us.
Great. Then maybe I could protect us both from the outside world and gather food for both of us.
Sounds like a great idea. But hey, I'm carrying this huge DNA instruction manual. If I have to produce the energy for both of us, can you please maybe keep this part? And I just keep the part that I need to make the machines to produce energy?
I mean, couldn't you just keep that in a PDF file?
Yeah, but we are in Germany. Digitalisierung.
Ach so, then I understand. No worries. I'll do that.
But hey, I'm super excited for our partnership.
Me too.
You know what? Let's take a quick selfie to commemorate this partnership.
Perfect. Amazing.
I cannot wait to be the powerhouse of the cell.
Wow, it's been a long time. Look what we have become. I'm now a complex cell with a nucleus, where I packed all that huge DNA instruction manual. I have organelles with different functions, and there's also you and your mito friends producing energy. Now that I am a complex cell, I can team up with trillions of other cells to form a complex and majestic pluricellular organism. Look, I could be an oak, a lion, a whale, a naked mole rat, a depressed cat, a human being.
Yeah, that necessarily didn't go too well for you, did it?
Yeah, I mean, don't be so negative.
Yeah, it's easy for you to say so. All your mighty humans, they're now all obsessed with aging. And what's worse, they blame it on me. Look, scientists say that mitochondrial dysfunction is one of the major hallmarks or one of the most important features of aging.
Oh, sad. Why do they say that?
Well, scientists tell us that there are different reasons, but it's mostly in how I produce energy. So I take the food that you have gathered for me. I use oxygen to produce energy, carbon dioxide, and water. But sometimes I make mistakes. Instead of producing energy, I end up producing these reactive oxygen species, or free radicals, as you might call them. And hydrogen peroxide, or H2O2, is one such molecule.
Wait. So hydrogen peroxide, isn't that the thing that humans use to bleach their hair blonde? Do you want to go blonde? I mean, I'm sorry, but I'm not sure whether that would suit you. Also, I'm not so much into blondes lately, to be honest.
Why so?
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's subconscious. Anyways.
Moving on, you are right in saying that H2O2 is a pretty aggressive molecule. It has the power to oxidize, for example, the proteins in our hair, but also membranes, DNA. And when this damage increases, it leads to issues.
Wait. So you're telling me that your free radicals and your hydrogen peroxide are roaming my membranes and my organelles, oxidizing them and bleaching me from inside out?
No. It's not that bad, at least not initially when the number of free radicals is relatively low. Yes, they are super aggressive molecules, but they mostly oxidize my proteins, my DNA. For example, do you remember this DNA instruction manual that I kept from 2 billion years ago?
Yeah.
Look, because of these oxidative stress, the instructions have changed. It says, foul the cell.
foul the cell. You know, actually, I'm pretty sure that the original instruction was fuel the cell. What have I gotten myself into? Why did I even team up with you if you're causing all this mess?
Hey, don't say that, you know. Scientists say that you are a part of the problem too.
Excuse me?
Hey, so when I get stressed, I actually send out signals to you so that you can step up and help me. You're supposed to grab that DNA instruction manual from your nucleus, and you're supposed to upregulate processes to support me in the process.
And what if it doesn't happen?
And if that doesn't happen, I get super stressed.
Well, that actually reminds me of something.
Yes?
Well, anyways, so you're saying that it's not only your fault, it's also my fault. But anyways, now that's a problem that concerns, both of us. So irrespective of how exactly mitochondrial dysfunction causes aging, I assume that if we can slow down your decline, then we can also slow down aging, maybe.
Yes, absolutely. So think of it in this way. Instead of worrying and obsessing about the fact that mitochondrial dysfunction can accelerate aging, think about and change your perspective in a way that, what if you put effort to keep me healthy? You know, I could be your built-in youth charger. I could also slow down the ticking, tick-tock of your biological clock. And what's more, humans can actually enjoy a healthier lifespan, because after all, it's not just about living long, but also about living healthy, right?
Okay, great. So this is a much more optimistic perspective. But so, what can we practically do? I mean, you said before that you produce all these free radicals and hydrogen peroxide that oxidize your membranes. So couldn't you just take antioxidants to prevent the damage?
Yeah. So see, this is a huge, huge, huge myth. Antioxidants go a long way in treating some of the nutritional deficiencies, but scientists have shown that they do not extend the lifespan across a variety of model organisms, from yeast to even humans. The truth is, I don't really need a miracle pill. You don't really need a miracle pill. All you have to do is introduce some very simple lifestyle changes to keep me healthy and happy.
What do you mean?
Well, what is the most common thing that the doctors ask their patients to do to ward off diseases?
Well, here I'd say Kräutertee and rest.
No.
No? Okay, no. Then Ibu?
No. Hey, come on. Don't the doctors ask all of their patients to watch what they eat and exercise regularly?
Ah, okay, yes.
Exercise goes a long way in keeping me healthy. Likewise, taking balanced diet with regular intervals is super essential for me to be healthy, you know? You must have heard of intermittent fasting, right?
Yeah.
All of these lifestyle interventions help the body to make more copies of me in the cell and basically multiply the awesomeness.
Wait. So you're telling me that to keep us healthy, I have to coexist with even more copies of you now?
Hey, you say that like it's a bad thing. Look at me, come on. You know, scientists have shown that mitochondria and having more mitochondria in your body can keep away cardiovascular diseases. It can prevent obesity. It has the power to reverse type 2 diabetes. It can improve cognition. It can increase your bone density and even boost your immunity and prevent you from infections.
Okay. Then, but is that the only way, like nothing else, to keep us healthy?
Yeah, so see, number of mitochondria is important for sure, but also we have to be mindful of the quality of mitochondria. You know, in how I produce energy, I am aging.
Sometimes you get damaged, maybe?
Yes, exactly. So when I get damaged because I have to keep producing food for you 24/7 and energy for you 24/7, I get damaged, and I have to be removed. These quality control mechanisms in the cell basically function when you are inactive. So getting proper amounts, both quality and quantity of sleep, is extremely important.
Wait, so now you're telling me that I have to constantly exercise, eat healthy, and sleep properly just to be able to age gracefully? Like I traded that for my cool, wild, and free life as a cell in the primordial broth? Why did I even do that?
Hey, I ask you not to be so negative again. Come on. If it wasn't for me, you wouldn't have been this amazing, complex cell in a multicellular organism. If it wasn't for me, we wouldn't have been two scientists standing here on the stage, embarrassing ourselves, and trying to convince the audience that your mitochondria can be your built-in youth charger.
Okay, fair point. Then I really hope that we could help the audience understand better the mitochondrial theory of aging, so our little embarrassment was worth it. And maybe, who knows, some young scientists in the crowd in the future will figure out how to boost even more mitochondria's efficiency as a youth charger. Thank you.
Thank you.